So yeah, we just came back from watching the new Doctor Strange movie, the Multiverse of Madness, and I don't know, I thought it was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was fun. Sam Raimi is a good director, or he's a fun director as well, and
Yeah,
it had some fun.
yeah, you can definitely see the style.
Yeah, it had to be obviously toned down a lot
Yeah,
to fit into the rest of it, but
yeah, you can really.
rest of the series, that is.
It's really the Evil Dead style.
Oh yeah, because there are a lot of Evil Dead style monsters in this, isn't there?
Oh yeah, especially at the end.
Yeah.
So the plot is the Scarlet Witch from the previous Marvel movies turns evil.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Okay, so did we know that she turned evil before this movie?
No,
Oh, okay.
she actually turned evil just for this movie.
Oh, okay. It seemed very oddly sudden that she was just evil, and I thought that they built it up or something earlier.
Well, they did build it up in the previous Disney Plus series, WandaVision.
Yeah, well, we maybe built up her motivation or something, but... There's Kitty.
I don't know, stay there. Okay.
Uh,
So I don't think it's a spoiler.
hey, no.
Nice. No, that's the camera.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's a spoiler to say that this movie kind of has the plot of Into the Spider-Verse.
I think that's all the plots from now on, actually. Because how many of these did we go? I think we've been going into multiple universes for quite a while now. And not even starting with Spider-Man, starting with...
In Marvel?
Yeah.
Actually, no.
Because we did that Wanda thing, and then we did the Spider-Man thing, and then the Loki thing.
Yeah, but that all takes place in this universe.
But it's still like we're still dealing with like multiple universes and timelines. I sort of consider the same thing because we're still sort of dealing with the same confusing nature of things, I guess.
Yeah.
And also being able to bring back people that are dead or from different universes. But this felt a little... Yeah, oh, and of course, Into the Spider-Verse as well, not just the third Spider-Man live-action movie.
Yeah.
And then they're doing it again with another couple of Spider-Verse cartoon movies as well.
Yeah. I think we're going to do it with the Vulture and Morbius movie.
Yeah, and they have that too there. So yeah,
Yeah, they kind of opened up the multiverse now. Where we're at that point in the Marvel cinematic universe.
yeah.
So yeah, and in this movie, so yeah, okay, so I guess I'll have to do a quick recap of the WandaVision because that plays in heavily to this movie. Basically, Wanda enslaved a whole town of people and forced them to play out family comedy shows. And turns out that those people actually didn't want to be brainwashed.
Yeah.
Forced to be her slaves, her puppets. And like it was actually like hurting them, it was torturing them to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And so in the show, she made up her having kids.
Yeah, so like how is this related to Dr. Strange then?
So in her series, that's where she finds the evil book, full of evil.
So then we did establish the evil book then ahead of time,
Yes.
ahead of this movie.
Yeah, kind of just sort of popped up in that series. And so yeah, now she has her imaginary kids and all that, and then she decides to end it when the town decided they don't want to be her slaves anymore. And but everything was okay because she gave up everything, and she doesn't need to be punished now because she gave up her imaginary life and stopped torturing people.
So this is almost a kind of a sequel to WandaVision. I didn't see any of it when it first came out, so I didn't know I didn't need to know everything, I guess. I was still able to kind of follow it. Some things just seem sudden. But it sounds like the stuff that you need to know from WandaVision is that the evil book that was in WandaVision that she used to control the people with?
No, she controlled it because she just has that power.
Oh, okay.
She is the prophesied Scarlet Witch that has returned from the evil past.
Okay, so then basically what we learn is that she's a prophesized evil or
Yeah.
Scarlet Witch, and she has access to this book.
Yeah, she gains access to an evil book with evil spells.
And in that movie, in the TV show, she created a family. Well, Vision's dead, but he doesn't really factor much into this. What matters is that the fake children are real in other universes, and she wants to
Yes.
get with them again.
Yeah, so she uses the power of the evil book to find her kids, and she needs the America Chavez to teleport her to that universe, or she needs her power. And
Yeah.
yeah.
And what would make this different from Marvel movies, and probably the only real Marvel movie that's been worth anything this year is that you have Sam Raimi directing this, and he puts his flair into it. You get there's the dark humor in there, isn't there? That you get from Sam Raimi, and there is quite a lot of dark humor, like in the other acts where we go to different universes, and I think we get glimpses into our future as well in the universes we go to.
Oh, yes.
I mean, the future of Marvel movies.
Yeah. Yes.
And so, I thought it was, pretty fun, pretty silly too, but Sam Raimi, I think, knew that. And that's what made it okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was. I guess it's not bad.
But there's, lots of action in it, lots of imagination. It is probably, it's a great big budget, spectacular movie if you just want to see something in the theater. And and the bad guy's really good in it too. I think this bad guy gets to do a lot more than Thanos ever got to do.
Yeah, no, this is a pretty good villain, especially now that because we know her backstory and all that. I guess we can kind of relate to her, even though there is that thing of her kids just being imaginary and just kind of.
Well, it's not even about for me. It wasn't even about relating to her. It's just that it was just fun to watch her. She goes on a few rampages, things like that.
But yeah.
Because she's like a bad guy in this movie too, not
Yeah, like an actual bad guy.
Well, they all are too in every movie, aren't they? Until, like even Fast and the Furious, they're terrible bad guys, but they still become friends in the end. In the next movie, anyway.
Yeah. Well, they're villains, but you can kind of see it, how they got to being a villain, or like you can kind of see their point of view.
The fact that they spend so much more time on her point of view than like Thanos, even like I think this is. I don't know if this is part of the spoiler, but I'm assuming she is the main villain of this.
This movie?
Of this series. She's the Thanos of Phase 76 or whatever phase we're in.
Well, I guess we'll see. Yeah, so I like the villain. Dr.Strange was kind of, I don't know, he seemed not so in control as he should have been. Like, he seemed to be asking some questions that a sorcerer or a former sorcerer supreme probably wouldn't need to.
Yeah, he's asking our questions, I guess.
Yeah, like it. Like
so that seems weird.
Seemed more like he was like the audience perspective of non-language instead of it being the kid.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah. Yeah, right. Because that'd be obvious that we'd have like the normal person be the.
Yeah, like to know everything what's going on and explain it to the kid would be the audience point of view.
Oh yeah, and of course Bruce Campbell gets to have a cameo too.
Yeah.
With all I think he's in all he's the Stan Lee of Sam Raimi movies, I think.
Yeah.
He's in every one. So he was in Spider-Man that Raimi directed, and he's in this too. With a very good, I think probably the best use of a cameo yet.
Well, it was a cameo. I don't say if it was the best use of it, but
What would be a better use? What was a better used cameo?
that the last second Ash comes in from another dimension and starts shooting Scarlet Witch.
I said, oh no, maybe they could have thought of something better, but I think like what they did is better than what they've done before so far.
Yeah, I guess so.
But yeah, they could have done more with it if they wanted to. Yeah.
And it was kind of just like a silly scene, but
We'll spoil it in the review, I guess.
Yeah.
Spoiler review of what he did. But yeah, just enough.
it was fun seeing him again. Even
Yeah. So what else did you like?
the set designs were nice. The effects were decent.
Yeah, and Sam Raimi got to do some fun transitions too that you don't get in other television director movies like Endgame,
Yeah.
which was directed by television directors, the Russo brothers who did The Office before. No, because that's the way it works now. It seems like they've turned Marvel into a TV series in general.
Yeah.
And so it's ran with like Feige as the showrunner and the main creative force, and then the directors are basically television directors who are there to serve another person rather than to serve their own voice. They're serving a different voice rather than their own voice, this kind of thing.
Yeah, like they're just the directors were just cast just so Marvel can say they have them.
They're almost more like a technician they're there to they're the hands of the force rather than the head of the force.
They're just there to be a name.
Well, they're there to do like a real job. I'm not going to diminish their job, I guess, but they're.
Well, I am.
Oh.
It's just because like it.
No, it's just about the nature of the thing. Like if you're doing a TV show, you don't usually have directors who have different styles. Like Frasier always has a consistent style from every episode.
No, I mean it's just like all the movies. Like they've been all extremely formulaic. Like everything was all pre-planned out and everything mostly shot even before the director comes in. Like it didn't seem like the director really does anything at all.
No, but I'm saying though that it's a different way of doing it. So like you don't need a director necessarily, but yeah, of course, that's in movies. We don't expect everything to be the same like we do in television shows. So it's less satisfying to see movies that are the same as each other. Okay, let's wrap it up then.
Okay, so pilot effects, acting was pretty good. You got Benedict Cumberbatch again.
Yeah, he's fine. I don't know. I'm annoyed by these fake American voices now.
Which is strange. Like I always thought that Dr. Strange was supposed to be British.
Yeah, I don't know. I really never. Well, what was he in that we would have seen before? The Spider-Man cartoon? Was he British in that?
I have no idea. I can't think of any time I've ever seen him on a screen ever.
Yeah.
Well, he just gives us this sort of British vibe.
Yeah. Well, because I guess the actor is British himself. So.
Well, all right. I guess overall, it's a decent movie. Pretty good, I'd say. I guess it's worth a watch.
Yes. Yes. It's just as good as any other movie out there right now.
I think
there's not very much out there, mostly old stuff. So this is probably the newest movie you haven't seen yet anyway.
Or not as good as No Way Home.
Or Morbius.
Well, it's much better than Morbius. Like it's worlds better than Morbius. Yeah. Let's go see this over Morbius.
Actually, Morbius is 20 minutes shorter though, which I really appreciate.
Well, then just don't see it at all.
Well, but the point is reviewing it though.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, if you have a choice to see Morbius or not see Morbius, just don't see it.
Okay.
But if you have a choice to see Doctor Strange or not see Doctor Strange in the multiverse, I'd say go see it.
Yeah.
It's pretty good overall. Yeah.
Yes.
So I give it a thumbs up.
Yes, thumbs up.
And his hands are crippled, so he can't give a thumbs up, but he would be doing too if he could.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Go see it.
Yes.